back here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play clock's running down. Charles the lone setback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And now it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
It's second down. Dalton looking toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now Dalton, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They come up in an offset eye.
380. Dagger.
On the run, this is Jackson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Charles the lone setback. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And now out come the Patriots. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Zebra! 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 Zebra!
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, they'll throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that is incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They slot Gronkowski outright. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Time running out here on the play clock.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Cordarrelle Patterson. Touchdown, Houston. Cordarrelle Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Zebra. Check 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Josh Norman with a pick. He can be such a tone setter for a defense.
His confidence has grown from his first snaps in the NFL. Found his place, found his way, and now everyone just wants to avoid throwing the football in his direction.
Charles the lone setback. Play clock winding down. They go play action here on first down. Strong grabs it over the middle. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, 78 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shake and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
A very solid gain of 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Dalton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets it to Strong. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Stays on his feet. His throw incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And quickly, they get to the line. They run again with Jackson, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing, Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a shotgun snap and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So the Patriots coming out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Dalton throwing on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Another pistol look here. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. Dalton up, play action. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's third down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Six yards still to go here on second and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. So they tried runs on first and goal and second and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now out comes Houston. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel, No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his...
And he's going to be sacked. Tony Romo sacked in the end zone, so that's going to be a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.